recording?
It was a whole thing.
So much easier.
Welcome! I am so glad that you're here. My name is Cassie, and this is My Colorful Life. Last year, I shared my art market setup here on YouTube, and that video ended up reaching so many more people than I ever expected. You all left so many great comments and questions. So I thought that since it's been about a year, it would be the perfect time to share a little update. So my market setup is something that I tweak a little bit every year. And this season, I've definitely implemented some changes, and I'm really excited to share what things I've kept, what things I've leveled up. This week, I am getting ready for a big festival on Saturday. And right now it is Wednesday, so I am like deep in preparation mode, and I thought I would show you like how I get ready before a market. So right now I just went and I took inventory of all of my prints, coasters, greeting cards, like bags that I put things in, everything that I need to see what I've run out of as I've been doing markets throughout the summer, and what I need to reorder. And I am getting ready to email my printer to reorder things for this weekend. I really switched up my product line like a lot this summer in anticipation of the fact that we are headed into a tougher economy right now. And I really have added a lot more functional pieces to my product line. If you would like me to do a video on like strategies I've implemented to deal with selling art in a recession or something, let me know and we can talk more about that later. I am ordering these, I'm restocking my cards, I'm restocking my art prints, the small ones, and then I'm also ordering some bags and other products. And then we will go pick them up in like an hour and get them all packaged up and ready to sell this weekend. I am back from the print shop. They did, see, these are the art prints I restocked, and then my greeting cards. I think they turned out really good. I have to cut everything out, score and fold them all, but I am gonna make dinner right now instead, and we'll do that later, probably tomorrow. Anybody want some zucchini? It is getting ridiculous. It looks like this every week since June. I've had such a dramatic morning. So last night you saw I was working on like trimming and folding and stuffing all of my prints for my greeting cards and then my art prints that I did. And I realized when I went to stuff them that they were too big. The printer printed them at the wrong size. So I've had like a lot of back and forth with them today. They've printed them from the same files for me several times before, but for some reason they were trying to say that I had done the files the wrong size. Anyway, it was a whole thing. They are reprinting them for me, and we're gonna go pick those up and then have to stuff them. But it's kind of a pain that I have to do all that today because I was really hoping I could get some coasters resined before tomorrow. I just have like a few sets that need to be sealed, but that's where we're at. So while I wait for those to be done, I'm going to collect all of my stuff that needs to be loaded into the car tonight. I'll get all the paintings together and just kind of pile everything together. Oh my gosh, I've said that so many times. We're getting everything ready to load into the car tonight, and I'm gonna do that now so that I can just worry about the prints and not have this hanging over my head to do later. So let's get started. Went and gathered all of the artwork that needs to go to the festival with me in the morning and put it together so it's easy to just grab and load into the car later tonight. I restocked all of my bags that I keep my product in, and I just have a little stamp with my logo on it, and I just stamp them like so. I would like to switch up my packaging in the future, but right now I like to go with the most cost-effective option. And I get this big assorted set of craft paper bags on Amazon. I'll link them in the description if you would like to try them. I'm trying to get one of each size so you can see how they all come. But there's like this big one, and then there's smaller ones, and then these little itty bitty ones. And then I just stamp my logo on there. They sell like clear bags that I think would be really nice to put my art prints in when I sell them, because then as people are walking around the festival, it's kind of like, ooh, what do they have? Like, I feel like it generates excitement and people see that someone else bought something, and that's like contagious and more people want the same thing. But this is, like I said, it's so cost effective to get all of these at once, and I have to have something sturdier because I sell ceramic coasters as well. So because I'm able to get both sizes in this, that's why I'm choosing this option, but I do kind of want to try out the clear bags in the future, at least for the prints. But yeah, so I'm just gonna keep stamping away at these. I was in quite the hurry to get all of these greeting cards done, but I wanted to show you that they are scored, folded, and then I put them in mailers with the envelope as well. So I got all of those finished. I also trimmed and cut out all of the art prints, and this is something new that I have added. So this is my display for the greeting cards. It's actually, let me scoot this over, ignore my very messy studio, we're in the middle of prep season. It's actually really nicely like assembled. You use these screws and it's pretty sturdy, and I really love the wood color to it. However, I kind of wish it was able to be broken down, kind of like how my one for my stickers works. I'll show you that when I'm at the market. But I really like this otherwise. It just would be nice if it could fit into a tote a little bit easier because it is solid and I have to transport it like this. So far, all the ones that I have seen that break down are not very sturdy, so this is why I chose this one. But it's so perfect for the greeting cards. So these are 5x7, and then you can fit 3 across like that. With the envelopes, since they're a little bit bigger than 5x7, you end up having just like a tiny bit of overlap like that, but they work out great. I've also had 4x6 cards in here before, and those fit really nicely as well. Yeah, so that is that. I'm gonna get all of this stuff packed in the car, and then we will head out in the morning. Bright and early the next morning, we are dropping the little ones off at my mom's house so that we can get headed to the festival. This is the Urban Arts Fest in Salt Lake City. We just checked in, and you can even see from the car in front of us. You pull up to your booth, you unload everything, you go park, and then you are allowed to start setting up your display. So we are hanging all of the paintings just like you saw last time. They are on curtain hooks. These are larger pieces, so I actually use 2 hooks on the wire to hold them nice and straight, so there's no movement or swaying throughout the day. They're nice and secure. Many of you asked if I have hardware on the backs of my paintings. Yes, all of my canvases are wired. I use wire, not alligator hooks. That is a requirement by most art galleries, and I regularly exhibit my work, so they are all ready to hang. One of the things I switched up this year was my tablecloths. I switched from the tablecloths that attach to the feet to one that just slides over, banquet style. I wanted to have a little more coverage to hide all of the stuff I store underneath the table. especially because I switched up my layout this year and I have this table in the front. I know that is not traditional for fine art. Usually we keep it gallery style, but I find that a lot of people are a little hesitant to walk into booths for some reason. And having all of my stuff right across the table in the front is a little less intimidating. People browse more and I get more sales that way. And then they're more comfortable coming in to look at the rest of the artwork. So I just set up all of the greeting cards and now I'm assembling my sticker display. This is actually a nail polish holder that I have modified. I put these little hair ties on just to use as separators between all of the stickers. I liked the tray I was using before, but I just outgrew it. I needed more storage space, and this is kind of a nice way to get it off the table. I like how it breaks down. It's really convenient and easy to store. Now, last time you saw an experiment that I did with some dry erase index cards for labels for my artwork, but that's not what I usually do. I usually print off an artist statement for each painting and then attach it to the wall. Now, these are curtain clamps that I'm using. We just stretch out the hook that's attached to it slightly so it's easier to poke through the mesh. You could also use bulldog binder clips with the same hooks you use to hang the paintings. That works great as well. We also loved these clips with my new decorative lights that I have. They worked out perfect for spacing the string lights. I thought this added a lot of fun color to my booth at night. So this is the look of the new layout with that T shape in the front. It would work even better if you had like a 4-foot table, but I actually need the full 6 feet. So I used 2 6-foot tables and then did scoot the other one back a little bit just to give some people a little more space. Now this is what things look like on my side of the table where I sit. So we try to keep it pretty clean. We've got 2 chairs. These are the bags I use to put product in as I sell it. And then this year I also switched out my lockbox to be one with a combination. I kept losing the key, so that's been a nice change. And I always choose the earliest setup time possible so that I can be done early. I don't like to rush, and it's nice to be able to take a lap around the event and just kind of touch base with all of my booth neighbors. Hey, how's it going? Your setup's cute. I usually take a stack of my business cards to pass out. Sometimes I'll take stickers and we'll do little trades. It is such a great opportunity to network with local creatives in your community. I learn about so many events this way, and other opportunities and doors have opened through people that I meet at these markets. So it's always worth it to take some time. It just makes for a more enjoyable experience. I even connect with the food vendors or any musicians that might be performing as well. Now, to address a couple of your questions, some of you wanted to see my booth at night. This is what that looks like. It is very bright. Those magnetic under cabinet light bars work fantastic. This setup right here uses 3, which is perfectly sufficient, but I like to go up to 5 or 6 if possible. Another thing you guys wanted to see was my indoor setup. It's very similar to my outdoor one, just shrunk down. So I use a 6-foot table, and then I just obviously don't have as much inventory here. And then for the paintings, I use a green screen photo backdrop holder, and I have a small 6-foot tarp that I use to hang my artwork on there. It's nice and lightweight, and it works. Back to this market, it went really well. I had such a good time connecting with people in person. One of my favorite parts is always seeing what pieces people are drawn to most, and this time I really noticed a lot of interest in my greeting cards. It definitely confirmed that adding more functional items this year was the right move. Thanks so much for coming along with me on this prep and setup. I tried to cover as many of your questions as I could. Markets are a big part of how I share my art, and I'm excited to keep showing you some behind the scenes as I learn and grow. If you have more questions about markets, the art business, or anything else, please drop them in the comments so I can cover them in future videos. I will be doing a full market day vlog shortly in the future, and I can cover a lot of those questions during that video. I think it'll be a nice chance for you to see what it's actually like during the event itself. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to catch you again for the next one.